We're live. I thought there was going to be a countdown. There's no countdown. We are live. Hey, guys. I'm not sure if anybody's actually going to join up for the actual live presentation of this, but I do also post it to the channel and make sure that everybody gets a chance to see this. Quick channel update. I know that I've missed an episode here and there. I was going to do an episode. Oh, I just clicked. Hold on. There we go. Shoot. Oh, my gosh. I clicked on. Oh, my gosh. Kevin's here from Rapscallions. Hey, it's Kevin. Good to see you, dude. That's kind of awesome. I wasn't expecting anybody to pop in, and here comes Kevin. So I want to give you guys kind of a quick breakdown. I know I missed a gaming episode, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I believe it was. And then also this week, I posted a greatest hits kind of video for Monday, which was great. I enjoyed that. It's one of the videos I love a lot. Got some good response from it, kind of digging that. But ultimately, I know I haven't been really diligent about following my schedule, and I've been reducing my schedule. You know, technically I'm actually only 1 day less than my original schedule. Originally it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it turned into Kevin's gonna be back in a second. I didn't put the chat on the screen. I just realized I should have done the chat widget. That's okay, I'll do the chat widget very soon. But anyway, not very soon, but next time I do something like this. But it's kind of cool. I was going to do a video, and instead I realized I didn't have the time to sit down and edit it and put it together and make sure that everything lined up and do the intro, the outro, all that kind of stuff. So instead I just jumped into a quick live stream just with some notes on my screen right now, just to kind of catch you guys up with what's going on. So first things first, I am still here. I'm not going anywhere. OMJames is still loving the YouTube life. You know, it's still just a hobby right now. That's the main reason why I'm down to Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I'd say Tuesdays, Thursdays is pretty good. I'm kind of digging it. You know, I get my whole weekends with my family. I don't have to try to squeeze in a quick episode recording and editing session, you know, whenever I'm just trying to hang out with the family. So I dig that a lot. So I'll probably stick to that schedule for a little while. But ultimately, you know, I'm kind of digging it. It's working well. I like it a lot. I hope you guys don't mind the Tuesday, Thursday. And as time goes on, especially, you know, one day when I might get monetized, that I might have the means and resources to actually go and do this thing like every single day. And gets where I'd like to go back to my weekday schedule. That's kind of my ultimate goal. I wouldn't even say like by the end of the year or next year or 5 years. I have no idea. But ultimately, my goal is to get back to doing a 5-day-a-week schedule, Monday through Friday. That'd be awesome. I miss those days, but I just didn't have the resources or time with my family, as you hear right there. And actually, I think if I'm gonna drag my notepad document and say, yep, you can see you can see my daughter Piper right over there. There she is. She just smiled. And my daughter Lila, who's in her little play area right now. She loves that play area. It's like her favorite little space. We call her Lala sometimes. Okay, so anyway, we're going to move on. I want to let you guys know that one of the main reasons why I haven't really been doing a whole lot of videos, like I haven't been doing a lot of videos, but I haven't been doing like consistent every single Tuesday, Thursday video. A lot of that's because, you know, I'm always going to be genuine with you guys. I don't want to do ever like a model kind of thing, like coming out and pretending to be happy even though life sucks. Like, I don't want to ever do that. And incidentally, my life doesn't suck. My life's amazing. My family's incredible. You know, just a lot of times that there are so many things that get packed onto the nights that I usually film. And I have a schedule. I do have a set schedule for filming. Like, I only film on Monday nights and Wednesday nights. Like, I might do a little bit of filming over the weekend, a quick little thing. But for the most part, it's like Monday and Wednesday nights is when I film. And so if a Monday night comes across, which it's a Monday, so of course it comes across. But if a Monday comes around that is not going to be an awesome Monday, which, you know, it's a Monday, so oftentimes it's not awesome. Oh, look at that. And Kevin even tweeted it for me. Man, that's cool. I appreciate that. I wonder if I can see. Okay, I can see how many viewers I got. That's cool. I don't have any widgets on the thingy, but I can see how many viewers I got, and I can see the chat. So if you guys send a chat, I'll respond to it if I can. But most likely this is going to be after I already posted. But anyway, okay, so I only want to be genuine with you guys. I'm not going to come to the channel if I've had a long day. It's a Monday. Like I said, all Mondays kind of stink for the most part. And so you have like a long Monday, and then things go on top of what already made it a long Monday, and suddenly it's like an unbearable Monday. And then I got to sit down and film and pretend to be happy and play a game or talk about something positive. And sometimes I can't do that. So instead, I might not do a video of that. And damn the algorithm. It might be that it frustrates my Google placement. It might take me another 6 months to a year or whatever, longer than that to get to monetization. But I don't mind that so much because I'd rather be genuine. Every single video you get from me is genuine. If I ever take a month off, and I never plan on doing that, but if I ever take a month off, it's going to be because I needed that month in order to come back to you guys being genuine. So I hope that makes sense. That was important to point that out to you. Here's a little quote that I did right here. It says, if I'm not feeling it, you won't feel it, so we're not going to try to feel it. All right. So if I'm not into it, then I know you guys aren't going to into it. It's just a whole waste of time. I'm not going to waste anybody's time. I want to have fun on this channel. So genuine OMJames at all times. That was the other note I had. So actually, the next thing I want to cover real quick. I got some new projects in the works. Oop, I just bumped my mic. Hope you guys are picking up my audio okay. I haven't heard whether or not I am, but my levels look good. I think I'm good on levels. I think Piper really wants to say hi real quick. After you say hi, I'm going to talk about the new projects coming up, okay?
And also on my phone, it shows that my daddy is recording this live stream.
Shows it live right now.
On my phone.
That means you got the bell icon clicked. Speaking of which, no, I'm kidding. Don't do that. If you want to click the bell icon, you feel free. But I am not going to tell you to do that because if you don't, I'm mad at you. I'm not going to do that. So instead, on my account, you've seen those comments maybe if you've ever been around for a little bit. So anyway, so new projects I'm working on right now. And really, it's not even so much new projects, but projects I'm continuing. I do have some new stuff, but for the most part, this is just kind of the sort of stuff I'm planning on covering pretty soon. More so is like my Story of series. I call it the My Story of series. I might end up calling it like OMJames stories or something like that. But for now, it's My Story of, like My Story of Shigeru Miyamoto. My Story of Satoru Iwata. That was the other one I did. Yeah, what videos did you do, James? But the next one, as you guys know, I've been pimping it. If you guys saw my Satoru Iwata video, then you know that I'm pimping this this Gunpei Yokoi video. It's going to be awesome. I might even maybe do a video before that. I'd really love to do a short video on Todd Howard, another one of my gaming heroes. Right now, I'm basically covering all my heroes in the gaming industry, and I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be good stuff. I like both of those videos, the Shigeru Miyamoto and Gunpei Yokoi, not Gunpei Yokoi, Satoru Iwata. I love those videos a lot. I wish they could have been like 10 times longer, literally, like 10, 15 minutes. It's been awesome, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. Instead, I'm going to cover more stuff as time goes on. Hey, check it out. My friend Brittany's here. Brittany. My Brittany. She's awesome. I love having her around. Okay, she knows I love her. So, the next thing I want to cover. Oh, did you hear that? Piper just asked about Brittany's kids. So, anyway, okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the Let's Get Technical series. And yes, it is a little inspired by that whole, like, let's get physical. But instead, right on, check out Kevin, man. I'm about to make him a mod. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'll figure it out. Oh, and she loves all of us. She loves all of us. So anyway, okay, the Let's Get Technical series. So I know there are, okay, let me take it back a step. So when it comes down to playing a game that I played many, many renditions of, let's say it's Mario, Street Fighter, Zelda, whatever it might be, that there are certain game mechanic conventions that are in place every single time, or else it's not that game. Let's say Super Mario Bros. 3 versus Mario is missing. Like, you can tell there are certain gameplay elements that make a game a Mario game that's solidified in that Hall of Fame, the Mario Hall of Fame, that if it doesn't have those gameplay mechanics, the game it's not a Mario game. It doesn't fit the mold. It doesn't go into that criteria. So I really want to do a series that focuses on that aspect of gameplay, and especially franchises. You know, like maybe there's a game that came out, there's only one game in that series, or maybe not even just one game, one really iconic game in that series, like say Samurai Showdown. You know, like a lot of the mechanics they set aside, a lot of the a lot of the game mechanics that they did for Samurai Showdown really like they made a lot of sense, and like each character felt different, yada yada, that kind of stuff. I'd love to do a series on that, meaning maybe over the course of a year I'll do like 12 episodes, you know, like do a like a 12-episode season, basically. I'd love to do that because there's so many things I'd love to talk about. Maybe even toss in an extra little extra feature kind of thing, like a podcast or something like that about it. But I would love to talk more and more about technical aspects of game mechanics, and specifically what makes a game a game. You know, I'd love all of that. So anyway, next big thing I'm going to mention is covering indie games. Now, last week I was going to post a video of me playing for the very first time Cannon Fodder. Oh. I was going to play Cannon Fodder War Dogs. Now, this is a game that a guy I just bumped into on Twitter maybe a month ago, if that. And the whole crew, the whole, D-Pad for the win. D-Pad FTW. Now, those guys are freaking awesome. They're from the UK. They make really good games. They do the same kind of game. So much about what these guys do is exactly like the stuff that's close to my heart. Like, for one, obviously when they make their games, they start with all these editing tools, and then they make the game based on those editing tools. So more so than selling a game, you're selling a game engine, and I love that about what they do. They're also inspired. I have a list right here. Hold on. They're really into green screen animation stuff, like green screen video captures. Like, they do a lot of stuff where, well, chroma key, it's green screen. Like, they put the character there and they put a background behind it, and they're really into that. And even more so, they're really into like the pulp style kind of acting. Like, Like the first picture I ever saw of Commando Fodder, Commando Fodder War Dogs. First time I ever saw a picture of it, I thought it was Dolph Lundgren on the screen. Like I was like, man, that's cool that they got Dolph Lundgren for this project. But no, they didn't. They just got a guy who's got that vibe of Dolph Lundgren. Like that's the kind of thing. It's almost like a the Expendables kind of a thing. You know, it's got that whole vibe of like real big heavy action star kind of thing. And what that reminds me of is things like Command & Conquer. And even like they've even, I'm sure I saw a bit of the press materials. I have a whole press kit, so I'm getting to that. I'll get to that in a second. But I love the fact that they're taking this whole action hero kind of thing to it, kind of angle on it, and that even the game itself, it's very reminiscent of games like Command & Conquer. Even I heard the affirmative. The first time I saw that trailer, and the guy told his little commando guy to go down to the corner, and it was like affirmative. And I was like, that's Command & Conquer. Like, that wasn't even really Command & Conquer, but clearly that is trying to be Command & Conquer. Oh, my friend Brittany's horse riding right now. Oh, that's awesome. She mentioned that she's glad to see that I did a live stream. I realize you guys don't have the chat on the screen, but I am too. I miss doing live streams. I'm not playing a game. Oop, I just super bumped the mic. Sorry about that, guys. Might have a big peak in your wavelengths there. But anyway, I was not trying to... Watching OMJames while riding horseback, that might just be a record right now. Brittany mentioned she was riding horseback, and then Kevin chimed in that that's dedication right there. And I agree. Like, that's pretty dedicated watching OMJames on horseback. I don't remember where I was going with that. I totally lost my train of thought. You guys are so awesome. You guys are so incredibly awesome. I love you guys. Okay, so, reminiscent of Command & Conquer, I heard that affirmative line, and it made me realize these guys are... developers after my own heart, you know, like another game, Cannon Fodder, that I liked a lot back in the day. A little quick anecdote, actually. Brittany says she's Team James, Team OMJames. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. But a game like Cannon Fodder, a quick anecdote I was going to say, I actually played that game for the first time as somebody who was in the Army. Like, he was actually part of the infantry. He got trained out at boot camp, all that kind of stuff. And we played Cannon Fodder, and the first few times that a couple of your guys die, like that game, your soldiers die constantly. Like, that's what the whole point of it is that you're playing as the soldiers that are dying by gunfire. And it's a great game. It's a lot of fun. And this game is very heavily inspired by that as far as a few aspects of the game go. This will all make sense once I actually cover the game. You guys can tell I'm excited to cover this game. It is such a good game. But anyway, so we're playing the game with my soldier buddy. He got like a little down. Like when the soldiers were getting mowed down on the screen, he was like, I don't know if I want to play this. Like, this is kind of bringing me down. Like, seeing all those innocent soldiers die. And they were literally like 18 pixels on the screen, and it was bringing him down. I also played Command & Conquer with that guy too. Good buddy of mine. James Bathrick is his name. That guy was awesome. God rest his soul. He's gone now. But anyway, so just good stuff, good memories. Like this game tapped into something deep in me, like something not just nostalgic, but something sentimental and soulful. So I'm excited to play that game. Long story short, I'm going to play this game soon. It's going to be a gameplay episode. I'm going to try to cover it for at least maybe 15, 20 minutes. Hope you guys don't mind that. But yeah, I'm excited to actually finally cover the game. Look at that little tangent for like 5 minutes just about Commando Fodder. I keep wanting to say Cannon Fodder. Commando Fodder War Dogs. I think you guys are going to dig it. If you don't, I know I'm going to dig it, which means you guys are going to dig it, because if I don't feel it, then you don't feel it, and we're not going to feel it, right? That's my new little secret motto right there. Anyway, okay, the last thing I want to mention real quick is that I am planning on going to gaming conventions. I want to start covering vlogging, gaming kind of stuff like that. Not just me sitting down playing games or me sitting in front of the camera and talking about games, but actually like going to conventions. Oh, rocket storytelling, feel it. Oh, you guys, you're telling me, Brittany and Kevin are saying they dig me storytelling, and I really, really appreciate that. I love telling stories. I am a storyteller. I'm a writer. I'm actually a songwriter as part of my like personal. It's about half of the hobbies I have are songwriting. I love writing and writing. Words are my forte. What, honey?
I am watching your live stream on YouTube.
She's watching my live stream in the background while I'm recording my live. Not even recording, but. Anyway, yeah, I'm live streaming while she's watching the live stream. That's pretty cool. So anyway, I want to mention, I want to go to conventions. I want to do stuff like that. I want to go to Goodwill and find a way to, I know LGR, one of my favorite channels. I just recently looked through his video list, see if I missed anything in the last like 6 months at least. I've been watching his channel for a couple of years now. But the last 6 months at least. I've watched every single video he posts. But anyway, he has this whole setup that he does where he wears these glasses with a built-in like 720 HD, 720p HD resolution camera in it, and he can just wear the glasses. Pretend he actually does wear glasses. I could almost guarantee these glasses don't have the same prescription, but he can walk around in like a Goodwill and look at stuff and look at this game and open up a box. No, open boxes in Goodwill, but you know what I mean? Just like handling stuff and looking at stuff, and he can do that without anybody like looking at him funny. Like he's not holding his phone, he's not holding a camera, he's just walking around doing stuff. And I like that. Like I like the idea of going to Goodwill. I don't have a very Goodwill here in the town I live in, but it's a small town. But we have bigger towns around that have very, very, very Goodwills. You know, Goodwills that I used to buy NES systems out of, like really Goodwills. Really good Goodwills. But I like the idea of doing a little more of that kind of vlogging sort of stuff. You guys know I'm a retro gamer. I like some modern games like Clash Royale and stuff like that. I played, what was that one? It wasn't Sugar and Spice. What was it called? Smoke and not Mirrors. Anyway, those games that I played recently that are more modern. So you can tell I don't even remember the modern games. I can tell you top and down about Super Mario Bros. 3, but modern games I'm not so good at. But I want to cover that kind of stuff with that kind of vein of like doing modern games. Actually, no, retro games, excuse me. Maybe some modern stuff here too. But if there's some kind of local modern game sort of thing that's going on, I want to cover it. I want to get there. I want to film as much as I can, edit it down to a nice little bite-sized system. Oh, look at that. That's actually my daughter commenting right now saying, "I love you, Daddy." How cool is that? By the way, if you guys are watching this after it's posted, which most of you likely will, then you can turn on that live chat function. You guys could follow the chat as I'm following it, but otherwise, if you're not doing that, I'm just going to read it out to you. But anyway, so it's going well. RDR2, Red Dead Redemption 2. Dang it, Kevin, you jerk. Yes, I'm very excited about playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't have a system modern enough for it. I'm old school, but you know, honestly, I played Red Dead Redemption, not a lot, maybe only like 50 to 100 hours, you know, not a hell of a lot, but enough that I love that game, and I would love to get into Red Dead Redemption 2. It's almost kind of like an afterthought at this point, and even though I say that, still I'm sure there's like millions upon millions of people playing that game right this second as I'm recording this, and they will never see this video, but I would love to play that game. How dare you hashtag RDR2 to me. I would love to play that game, and it will happen. It will happen one day. Anyway, guys, I'm getting near the end here. The last thing I wanted to say, what was it? I'm looking, you know. Oh, I don't remember what it was. I remember what it was. Here it is. Oh, I just got a quick question, actually. I was about to do my final little point there, but my daughter, Piper's going to give me a kiss. Can you give me a kiss right now on camera? You have a kiss? Oh, I love you. I love you so much. Oh, that's Piper. You guys know Piper. You ever watch the channel? Which, if you're watching this, you've likely watched the channel before. So I was going to say, any games coming out this year that I'm excited about? So Brittany just asked me. This year? Let's see. Game coming out this year. Kevin asked another question, but let's see. Coming out this year. What's coming out in 2019? That I might be excited about. You know, honestly, not having a modern console, the most modern console I have is an Xbox 360, and mostly we use it for media stuff because it has an HDMI cable, so we can watch Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime and Vudu and all that, and HDMI. But I do play some games on that, but nothing really in that series. I'm not that excited about Mortal Kombat. They're pushing the DLC a little too much for my taste. What's coming out this year I'm excited about, though? I want to think of something. Hold on. There's got to be something I'm excited about. I follow a few games that aren't out yet. Oh, you know what? What's that one? Oh, my goodness. Death Stranding. Death Stranding. If I could pick one game that's coming out, if you haven't heard of Death Stranding, go look it up. Like, this has got the guy, oh, I forget his name. I see his face in my head right now. The guy who created Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid and all that, the whole thing. Hideo Kojima. If that's his name, I'm going to feel like a super cool geek right now. But Hideo Kojima, I'm pretty sure that's who it is. Anyway, so he's the one who basically left Konami. Like, he left the company he'd been with since like the 80s or whatever in order to start this new thing. And the new thing he's doing is called Death Stranding. And you watch this video, the trailer for this game, and you're like, what am I watching? How could you even play this game? Last year, I think, is when it came out at E3, and people got so excited. I got excited. I was looking up like all the concept art. Like, I was into it, and now it's been pretty silent. So I think he's waiting for this big like boom when it comes out. And if not the game itself, then I'm most excited, I think, about Death Stranding having some kind of advancement in the news this year. I really hope something awesome is announced about that. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna read the other note. I got other chats coming up, but I just thought about Death Stranding. I was like, I know there's something really good that I'm not thinking of. All right, let's see what the other question is. Yeah, love to see a series on it for sure. There's a lot you could talk about that game. Oh, Commando Fodder War Dogs? Is that what you're talking about? I just realized I'm behind in the chat because I got lost talking about Death Stranding. But if that's the game you're talking about, though, then I'm gonna do a lot of good stuff about that. Gaming conventions. Let me know if I didn't let me know if it's a different game you're talking about, because I'm sorry, Kevin, I don't miss your message right there. But Piper, yeah, new game. Link's Awakening remake for me. Link's Awakening remake? I have not heard about this remake. I need to do some research. That sounds awesome. Red Dead 2. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kevin. You're talking about Red Dead 2. Yeah, like if I get a copy of that game and I end up being able to play that game, then I will be covering the heck out of that game. I don't have an Elgato or anything like that, or Delgado, so I can't cover like a capture of that game. So if I do talk about it, it's going to be a camera setup. You know, actually, Kevin, it'd be kind of like your old school videos that you used to do. I might have to do something like that. If I do that, it's going to be multi-camera. I'll do like an iPhone in the front pointing at me while there's a video pointing at the TV, whatever it might be. Even that. I might not even do like a full-on, like, let's sit down and play this game, but I'll just cover the game, what I think about it. But I'm excited about that. That's something that's going to be cool. Once I get a modern-day console, it's going to blow my mind, I'm sure. Okay, let's see. Want to watch Ralph Breaks the Internet after this? Oh, my goodness. Look at that. My daughter's already asking me to do stuff after I'm done live streaming. Almost done anyway, so real quick. Hi, Aaliyah. Brittany said Lee says hi. No Reddit 2 on my mom's account because it used to be my mom's phone. Heck yeah. I love you. Okay. So Brittany's going to visit soon. That's going to be awesome. We're all going to hang out. That'll be great. But anyway, the big, long story right now. I'm cute. Okay. This is getting out of hand. I'm going to tie it up right there, you guys. Here's the last. I got to find my... There it is right there. The last thing I was going to say. We love you guys, too, the Crawfords. And the last thing I'm going to say real quick that I didn't want to miss before I got to the end of this was, as always, OMJamers, make somebody smile today, guys. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. Anybody who watches this, you're why I do this. Talk to you guys soon. Talk to you guys soon.